Marvel has a big problem in 2025. Let me explain. I think we all know that a lot of people's opinions of Marvel have shifted and changed a lot through the past few years. After Endgame, people imply that Marvel jumped off a cliff in quality compared to what it was before. Loads of people now think it's terrible, and so on and so on. And that's why I think Marvel has a big problem in 2025, because I think the exact same thing's going to happen all over again, even though, in my opinion, this looks like to be one of the best years for Marvel content that we've had for a long while. If you didn't know, of course, when they introduced the Disney Plus shows, it ended up being a lot of content that people had to consume to stay up to date with what was going on in the MCU. In 2022, 2023, and I believe 2021, there were 3 films and I believe 3 or 2 shows, multiple shows during that time, so you have to consume all of that to stay up to date. But in 2024, they changed that to have 1 film and 2 shows, as well as 2 animated shows. But the main thing is they had 1 film. That's like the first time they've only had 1 film for a while, and it really changed the vibe, I feel like, for the MCU for that year. A lot of people were able to just dedicate their time to watching Deadpool and Wolverine, and wanting more, wanting that, having that desire to watch another Marvel film, which now they're giving us in 2025 with the 3 releases of Captain America, A Brave New World, Fantastic Four, and of course Thunderbolts. So they've changed back now to the 3 film idea, as well as the multiple shows that they're releasing this year, including Daredevil. I just feel like that's going to now lead to the same issues that we had before. Not that the quality is going to necessarily drop, because I might stand alone here. I don't actually think the MCU dropped off as much as people were making it out to be. Okay, there were some average films, but there were average films back in the day. 4-2. Average as hell, but not as many people cared and called it out as they do now. Now that when there's an average film, it's catastrophic. And now with these 3 films releasing this year, people are already nitpicking the films, hoping and praying that they can now hate on another MCU film. It's weird, and it is something that I've noticed massively. When things get too popular, it's now the trend to turn on it greatly, and that's what a lot of people have done, genuinely nitpicking and going mental on it like never before. And there's 2 realms for me. Yes, I just said there, when things get really popular, people tend to turn on it. But then the other side of it, I think a lot of people, MCU fans, dedicated MCU fans, I think we got spoiled. We got spoiled in that end run-up, phase 3 to Infinity War and Endgame. The films before it were really good, and then of course the payoff at the end was incredible. And I feel like people forgot what it was like in phase 1, where there was origin stories, where we were building up, and we had to reset to build back up again to another big thing, which we're not far from now with Avengers Doomsday and things coming in 2026 and 2027. I'll definitely put my hands up and say yes, the MCU has felt a bit convoluted, a bit over the place in times, and some of the films just didn't hit that I think had a lot of hype for. Multiverse of Madness, I genuinely thought that was going to slap, and it really fizzled out in front of my very eyes. I didn't really get the enjoyment that I thought I'd get from it. There was a few other films as well that just didn't land, but there were also fantastic films. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, No Way Home, Shang-Chi, all fantastic films. Deadpool and Wolverine as well. But people just don't talk about those. They talk about Ant-Man Quantumania, they talk about Eternals, even though those were just average films. They weren't terrible. They actually had some good qualities within them, but people just hate on them. But no, we're not talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. We're talking about the MCU as a whole, and more specifically Marvel in 2025. And now I'm really excited for this year of content. I really, really am. I'm going to be watching Captain America Brave New World straight away. I'm so excited for Fantastic Four, and then I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with Thunderbolts. But I already know, I'm predicting, this is the problem they're going to have this year, is people are going to enjoy, there's more content now for them to slew on. People are generally already writing off Fantastic Four. The CGI of the thing's bad. That's me. I'm out. Cheers. Grow up. It is a decent CGI. The thing's not tall enough. The thing's not tall enough, man. I was never a comic book fan of Marvel, but all I had to do is look at one thing to find out that is comic book accurate. He isn't tall. He's that high. People saying, the voice isn't deep and croaky like the previous installments of the thing. But that's cool. It humanizes him, and that's a lot of the battle that the thing has. He's this human being inside this shell of rocks. Do you know what I mean? It's like people are already jumping on it. And one of the big ones that I saw, people were zooming in on the Fantastic Four promo posters, being like, AI, look at the hand there, or AI here. They're just desperate to find something to call it out. And then it was actually proven that there was no AI involved in any of the poster makings. So it's just like people were just desperate. They're clinging on. Even the teaser of the teaser trailer, they had these kids running up to a shop to look at the TV screens through the window, and they maybe used the same laugh twice. Someone's like, man, they don't care, man. Disney just ruined it, man. This is terrible. It's a little giggle in a teaser of a teaser. Just get over it. Like, even if that is a little bit poor, does it matter? No, not even in the slightest. It's literally in a teaser of the teaser trailer. And then there's other people moaning about the teaser trailer not having enough things showing in it. Oh, they didn't show us Mr. Fantastic. They didn't show Pedro Pascal doing his stretchiness, man. Oh, it's rubbish, man. No, it's a teaser trailer. Teaser. You're going to see that in the real trailer. And at worst case, you're going to see it in the film, buddy. Do you know what I mean? Like, why do people just have this adamant... Like this is why I know it's going to be a problem for Marvel in this year, that the trend is so strong of hating on it, because we just had a teaser trailer and people are moaning. Like, really turn your mind back 10 years ago when there was a teaser trailer for Thor Dark World, or when there was a teaser trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy. You know, people would have been like, why have they done Guardians of the Galaxy? But no one was hating on it. The amount of hate I've seen is mental. Just like unwarranted, just moaning. And of course, there is the other side of things where a lot of people are excited for Fantastic Four as well. And I think that could also go in the favor of Marvel. If they get that film right, I think they're going to get a lot of people hyped and enjoying the films again, especially with the plot that a lot of people are rumoring for that film. Captain America Brave New World, of course, is coming out very, very soon. I'm going to be watching that and I'm doing a review of it. But people are already moaning about that. Oh man, Red Hulk's only in it for 5 minutes. He's only got like 7 minutes of screen time, but that's their main promotion. Of course it's their main promotion. We've got Harrison Ford turning into a Hulk, but he's red. Do you know what I mean? Like, of course they're going to be promoting the film with that. That's such a distinguishable marketing tool. It's right there in your face. Of course they're going to use that to promote the film, but people are then just going to moan at it because it isn't the main crux of the film. It's only going to be one little fight, not the whole plot. Just wait to see what happens and then make your judgment. Stop just being... So many people are negative about this, and I just know that they're gonna absolutely crap on Thunderbolts. Just remember I said that 2025 Marvel, the amount of discourse on Thunderbolts is going to be so negative, and even people saying that Captain America Brave New World is going to flop at the box office as well. Oh, they had so many reshoots. You know, just wait to see the film. Same with the Fantastic Four trailer. Just wait to see the actual trailer before you make your judgment, if you really want to make a judgment so early on. Sorry, I just had to let a rant out, man. I am a Marvel fan, a massive MCU fan, and I'm very excited for this next year of Marvel, and I don't think they're going to have a problem in my eyes. I think it's going to be good content once again. However, I am very much aware that the greater discourse will turn sour once again. Like, even just back in the day, She-Hulk was a good series. It was just good. It was fine, it was fun, it was calm, but people hated on it like you've never seen before. Do you know what I mean? Like, people just love it. People just love to hate, and when things get too popular, they're going to continue to hate. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think 2025 is going to be a good year for Marvel, or do you think the discourse will again turn sour? And what do you think of Fantastic Four? Are you excited for it? I'm really, really excited by it. I think it looks really good. You know, I actually think that teaser trailer was just teased me nicely. You've teased me nicely, Marvel. Now give me more. Do you know what I mean? I'm very excited for this year of Marvel. Again, let me know in the comments down below what you think. This has been another Floppyleggs YouTube video. Click the link in the bio to see more of my content. Thank you for coming through, and I'll see you when I see you.